be making some tools today. So I thought I'd show you tools I use, what I've been making, and how to make some turning tools, which I've knocked together today. So yeah, I'll just nip through that with you.
Well, here we go. Obviously I've got my grinder on, and I have a little piece of strapping which I've cut to size. Grinder I picked up from a local hardware store for very little money, and I'll tell you a little bit about the strapping in a little while. I've just marked out with a pen on the piece of strapping the shape that I want. Obviously I'm wearing gloves and safety specs. The last thing you want to do is have a spark fly in your eye. The point of all this really is just to say that you don't need to spend a lot of money to set up. We all have a tendency when we start to throw, be that in a class or wherever, to go onto the sites, etc., of the suppliers and want to buy absolutely everything that they have, which, as you'll probably know, if you're a potter or a student, adds up very quickly. So I just thought I'd give a quick demonstration of how you can make an awful lot of this stuff yourself.
Well, I hope you'll excuse the wobbly camera work. Here are the turning tools that you see me making, various sorts, and I've just wrapped some tape around the handles just to stop myself from being pronged by the metal. Here's a large turning tool that I made. It's pretty simple. The same metal strapping again, just fixed onto a piece of wood. Here's another couple I made. This is just using plastic strapping. Both the plastic strapping and the metal strapping that I've used to make the turning tools I picked up from a wood yard. Obviously all the wood that they receive is bound together, normally with either the plastic or with the metal. Seems to work rather well. Well, here we are. Pretty self-explanatory. If you want to cut your pots from the wheel head, it's easy to have a piece of wire or a piece of nylon on some wood or some corks. Simple as you can get, really. Sponge and a sponge on a stick, which I've just made up today. See, it's quite a long one. Both made from just a big sponge that you just chop to shape. Two more little tools. Just made from mixing sticks. And some ribs. Piece of pine. A little one. It's quite a useful one. Just made from a little piece of ply. Just chopped a big hole out of it. And this one, obviously, you can see I've slaved for hours over. Works very well. Up here we've got my needles and my little piece of chamois leather, various size needles, and pin in a cork, and over here to extrude my handles for my cups and things, just a piece of twisted wire. Pretty simple stuff, but everything serves a purpose. The only shop bought things I still use: steel rib, flexible plastic one, a rubber rather, and a turning tool. So yeah, that's the extent of my tool collection.